Good morning and welcome to episode 2 of the show prep series. We have a lot to cover in this video, so we're just gonna get straight down to business. But in this video, I'm gonna teach you how to get a six-pack. And first of all, no, I'm not gonna say the cliche thing of, hey, you gotta diet down and that's how you're gonna get your six-pack abs, just from diet alone and from the kitchen. Although that's pretty true. Yeah, you do have to be at a low body fat percentage in order to see your six-pack abs. That's not how you build a six-pack. So I'm gonna teach you how to do that in this video. I asked on my Instagram the other day what you guys wanted to see in this series. I got a lot of different answers. Some people wanted to see what kitchen utensils I use or kitchen appliances. Maddie's giggling. I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know if you want to see like my blender.
Yeah,
blender,
air fryer.
Yeah, okay.
Your spatula. Just kidding.
My spatula brand I use. That's how you get shredded. You have to use this specific spatula brand. And then a lot of people ask for full day of eating videos, especially because I'm on prep right now. They want to know what I'm eating when I'm dieting. Those will come soon. And I'll probably put appliances and full day of eating videos all together because that'd be weird to make two separate videos about. And then I also just got questions about like supplements, which supplements are worth it and which supplements work while you're dieting. I'll definitely cover that on another time as well. I mean, guys, life update. For starters, it's freezing cold in Omaha, Nebraska. It's like a complete wasteland out there. You know what? I want to check the weather right now. All right, let's check the weather right now. Oh, right now it is -1 degrees. But the wind chill is -13. Gotta love winter time. And because it's so cold outside, I feel like I haven't been quite as active as I'd like to be. For instance, I would love to just be going on walks, and that's kind of what I usually do is I like to go on walks and be more active, but I can't, which kind of sucks because it's prep right now. So my calories are a bit lower than I wish, although I am making the most out of it. And as you'll see in my future video when I make a full day of eating video, I'm actually able to eat a lot of food and feel very full. Unfortunately, last night I had this giant pasta bowl. Like, I totally overate. It was so much food. And then this morning I had a bad weigh-in. So that kind of kills the weigh-ins, but you just gotta not let it get into your head because it is all about calories in versus calories out, and we are gonna get shredded. So this morning woke up at 174 pounds. That means I'm down roughly like 2 to 3 pounds after a little over a week on prep. It's currently about 8 o'clock, a little after 8 o'clock in the morning. I get up at about 6:20 a.m. and just get ready and try to have a good day. We're gonna have one of my favorite breakfasts and get this day going. So check it out. You know me, I'm the protein pancake guy. We're gonna make some delicious protein pancakes. So let's get to it. I just want to point out too, Maddie's drinking a 3D. It's like
Get out of my
8 a.m.
I started drinking it at 4 a.m.
That's what you have for breakfast?
No.
You started drinking at 4 a.m.?
I needed it today.
Oh my gosh.
I needed it.
Wow.
Best flavor? Rocket Pop?
That's debatable. It is a good flavor though. This is so funny. I wish you knew Maddie the way I do, but when we first started dating, she noticed I took a lot of pre-workout and stuff, and I would drink energy drinks occasionally, and she'd be like, wow, you're addicted to caffeine. Well, guess who's addicted to caffeine now?
It's bad for you. Stop having so much caffeine.
Yeah, now she's missed caffeine.
I told you that because I knew that you would influence me, and you have influenced me.
And I did.
With where we're at.
Positive influences.
Bad.
Okay, so step 1, making delicious protein pancakes. You need a skillet. Wait, it's called a skillet? The griddle. This is a griddle. Okay, not a skillet, you need a griddle. You don't want to use a skillet. If you use a skillet on the oven top, it won't, I don't know why, but
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. You gotta use this. Obviously, as you can tell by these nasty brown marks, I don't regret getting the white. I think it's beautiful. Just, it's really disgustingly ugly now. But that's because we use it so much. So if you do get a white one, that won't happen unless you overuse it, which we do. So that's step 1. Step 2, you need protein pancake mix. In this case, I'm using the Krusteaz Blueberry. I do approve of this. Also, obviously like Kodiak is good. And then you need low calorie syrup. I'm just gonna go ahead and make a bold statement that Hungry Jack sugar-free is the best tasting low calorie syrup ever. Per 2 tablespoons, it's only like 10 calories. It's actually not 10 calories. That's a big lie. It's actually like 16, but they don't know how to do math. So And then lastly, you're probably asking, like, that's how you make protein pancakes, is just protein powder pancake mix? No, you actually come up here and you mix protein in with it. I recommend vanilla. So we're gonna grab this giant bag of vanilla protein and we're gonna put a scoop of that into it. And then last major key, I always put some stevia into it because it doesn't come out that sweet. And so I'll kind of put that all together. I will measure it to make sure that it's very accurate. And then I'll just kind of stir it up like that. All right guys, these are the pancakes, the final product. Yes, they're really ugly, but you can't judge a pancake by its cover. And it's about what's on the inside. I figured too guys that I would show you kind of my morning supplement routine. This is of course after I inject steroids into my butt.
Okay.
Also kidding. I wish though. And then, all right, so I'm gonna start off by putting these greens. If you know, greens are pretty hype right now. And you know me, I'm not gonna recommend a supplement that is pointless or that you don't really need. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, no, you don't need this. No, it's not gonna help you lose weight. It's not gonna do anything magical, help you build muscle or anything. But greens are greens. So basically this is just like vegetables. So 2 scoops of this is equal to 2 pounds of vegetables. So for me, that's more of like a
Hashtag health.
Yeah, like healthy, like peace of mind type of supplement. I can get it, so I do. So yeah, that's that. Most greens taste like grass. This one doesn't, so that's always nice. It's actually kind of fruity, and you're gonna think it looks nasty, but I mean, it does look nasty, so. That right there is 2 pounds of vegetables and all the vitamins and stuff like that. And then I go ahead and throw my creatine in there too, because why not? You should take like around 4-ish grams of creatine a day. I take a very unknown amount because I don't measure. Yeah. And taking too much isn't gonna like do anything bad. If anything, it might actually help. Fun fact. You just put it in there, press the button, and check that out. This is my vitamins, this is my omega-3, and this is my minerals. Once again, with vitamins, you probably don't need them. The CDC says that 9 out of 10 Americans don't need vitamins, but it is kind of like a healthy peace of mind type of thing. If you can afford a good quality vitamin, you might as well get one, because why not? So you guys won't think this is nearly as cool as I do, but I went an entire week without taking caffeine or pre-workout or anything, and it wasn't that great of a time. But that week is over, so today I'm taking pre-workout again. Screw this. Yes, I'm wearing shorts. The Nebraska thing to do. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't even. I don't know what the hype is about leather seats, because honestly it sucks because they're so cold in the winter time, and in the summertime they're so hot. Warm this baby up. See you guys at the gym. All right, so now we're gonna talk about how to actually build the 6-pack abs. So we're not gonna talk about how to get a 6-pack like by being in a caloric deficit over a long period of time until you drop to a low enough body fat percentage to show your abs, which is all true, but I feel like that's so cliche now. Like everyone says that, everyone makes a video about it. I'm gonna talk about how to actually build a 6-pack abs. So if you have underdeveloped abs or your abs are just quite not, built enough the way that you want them to, this is how you do it. And now there's a lot of myths out there, a lot of bad exercises. I've actually made videos in the past about which exercises you should be focusing on. For instance, things like planks or leg raises might not be the best exercises because you're not really getting a range of motion with your rectus abdominis. So you want to be doing exercises that you do have a range of motion. And the big secret here, guys, is that you build abs the same way that you build any other muscle. You put it through a range of motion with a load. Okay, so it's time we stop thinking about the abs as like a special kind of muscle, because it's really not. Think about it the way you would think about your bicep. If you're trying to build your bicep, you're gonna put a load on it and put it through a range of motion, because that's how you build muscle, right? So we're gonna do the same thing with our abs. And the big key here is, which I've talked about in past videos too, is intensity. Now we know that muscles developed by mechanical tension, which is, you know, this perfect balance of volume and intensity. So if we do the same thing with our abs, maybe lift our abs 10 to 20 working sets per week with an intensity that is high enough to stimulate growth, we're gonna see growth, especially if we're doing good exercises for our abs. So intensity should always be RIR of 5 or lower, meaning you have 5 or less reps in reserve before you can't do any more. And I wanna stress that point, because training abs suck, right? I mean, you feel sick, you feel like puking. After 10 reps, you're just like, oh my gosh, like, is this done with yet? But we can't have that attitude with abs. We need to treat it like we do any other muscle. So I know it sucks, but we have to keep going until we're in that right intensity range of an RIR of 5 or lower. So leaving just a few reps shy of failure is going to give your rectus abdominis enough stimulus for them to develop. We're gonna do 10 to 20 sets a week like that at that intensity, and we're gonna use exercises that load our abs and put it through a range of motion. So you can think your abs start here and they end here, okay? So anything that's gonna bring your sternum and about your belly button closer together is gonna be a good ab exercise for you to do. So I'm gonna demonstrate my favorite ab exercise, which is the cable crunch. I love this exercise. You can find other exercises that work better for you. But I like this, I can use a lot of weight on it. And this is how you do it. So first of all, you're gonna keep the weight kind of close to your head. If you keep it kind of down here by your neck, that's actually reducing the moment arm, which makes it easier and it puts less stress on your abs. So we want to keep it kind of by our head. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get down on our knees. We want about a 90-degree angle right here with our legs, and then, yeah, you're gonna put the weight right here by your head, and then you're gonna think full range of motion with your abs. So this is fully extended, and this is fully flexed. Think elbows to knees. So it should look like this. So that's how you do that exercise. A few exercises I do like is leg raises when done correctly. So you're bringing your hips up too. If you bring just your legs, it's a hip flexor exercise. We're trying to work our abs, not our hip flexors. There's a few other really good exercises out there, but I cannot stress enough. So you're gonna have enough volume, 10 to 20 working sets a week at a high intensity, just leaving a few reps shy of failure. Training them frequency anywhere between 2 to 5 days a week as long as they're recovering, and just treating them like you would any other muscle group. That is how you're gonna get developed abs. One last point, abs are highly genetic, so you are gonna see guys who are like 15 years old and their abs look great. That's just genetics. There's not really much you can do about that. As someone who feels they have kind of on the lower end of genetically gifted abs, I feel like I've had to put in a lot of work to develop my abs to the way they are. That being said, they have gotten better. So don't give up, keep going. You can get good abs too. And that's the lesson for today. So we'll see you in a bit. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you haven't already. It takes about 2 seconds when you say.
Yeah, 1 second.
1 second if you're really fast.
Let's see how fast your thumbs are.
Let's see how fast you can like this video. Yeah, new video gonna come next week. It's gonna be the best series on YouTube. All right, peace out, guys. See you in the next one. Freaking drinking your 3D.